What's up, folks? No good, do gooder here. Excuse me. I try to do something at least once a day, like write something, talk about something, shit like that. But I do the same shit every fucking time. I always pause, you know? And it's not that I'm not intellectually savvy and I don't know what to say. It's more on the lines of the fucked up shit that people do and say, you know? And I want everyone to understand this how you know God real. This is going to go out to all the people that don't believe in God, okay? Because a lot of the motherfuckers that was in my energy, they don't believe in God. And these motherfuckers could take their ass to church every goddamn day almost. But they got other agendas as they asses is in these churches. And they don't like what I'm saying. And, you know, like, that ain't my problem, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? It's one of them things where it's like, God don't even like the shit y'all be doing. You know? They all be like, just picture their ass at a ethereal table and they watch it. Yeah, okay. Oh. You know how y'all motherfuckers watch me, right? Excuse me. But you think I don't know. But I know. Okay? Because you're hoping to see something. Like you're hoping to get something. You hoping that I'm going to do something crazy as shit. So you can say, see, look. Okay. Picture a table of gods. And they got TVs and shit too. Globes and shit too. They ain't even gotta use divination. They could just zero in on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And they all sitting around the table like, what the fuck is this shit? You know? Do you know you get judged by them? Just as plain and simple as that. Because it's like a God doesn't pretend. You know, there's nothing about Jesus pretending. Nothing about Enoch. Nothing about Moses. Nothing about John, Peter, Paul. I don't care who you name. Ain't nothing pretend. It don't matter if you go all the way back to Anu. There's no pretending. You can take it from the top, Nibiru, all the way down. It's no pretending. Everybody comes sharp. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. And they want to improve a planet, improve a galaxy, improve a cosmos, improved us. And I'm telling you what you're not thinking about. When you always try to say, hey, our race is better than this race, we're more superior than these folks right here, and I'm trying to get you to understand in your brain that is so selfish. you know. And it's so selfish because you know that you're not the superior race. Then you know that you are um, downing, neglecting, and purposely drowning the superior race into the fucking ground. Okay? And there's no God anywhere that's stupid. And they will say, all right, around this round table, who is these motherfuckers kin to that's doing all this fuck shit? Do you even think that Satan's gonna raise his hand and say, these stupid motherfuckers belong to me? Hell no. The devil ain't gonna claim your ass. You get it? Lucifer gonna be like, nah, yo. Like, because there's a level even to stupidity. And when I say you have reached your limit in every area of the 7 deadly sins, the 10 commandments, the 42 laws of my aunt, every time you don't elevate or educate and grow your DNA, every time, because it just goes down. Intellect goes down, spirit goes down, soul goes down. It's a battery pack. Y'all motherfuckers running out of energy. You know, I was the fucking plug. And it's easy for me to think because I ain't hooked to none of y'all bullshit. I understand y'all bullshit too. And I ain't easily swayed as you might have thought. You know, and I try to explain to folk for real, the devil will have you thinking you smarter than a box of rocks. But don't no damn rocks talk. Don't no rocks solve no motherfucking problems either. You know what I'm saying? But the more you entertain different devils, the same devils, and you built a house of devils. And no one is clean. You know, your thinking's dirty. Your heart is fucking gone. So it's like a battery pack. It's like, all right. The Energizer Bunny, you know, got some energy, got the right batteries and shit. Do you know how they pick a bunny? Because bunnies got a whole lot of energy, period. And like they're the fastest animal like to procreate. They love fucking. And they shoot them kids like out like it ain't shit. They just keep doing it. I don't mean no harm when I say this shit. You have reduced your human element down to an animal. I'm going to say this in another way, and it's going to be more degrading. You remember when they say in the Caucasus Mountains, people came out the cage? won't just white folk. It was all of the devilish folks, the beehive, the ants. You know, it's like you in there, do a job, and you fucking. You know, you don't care about your cleanliness or your habits. You don't care about, how you treat somebody. Um, you don't even care about like the quality of your work when you're doing your job. You don't even care to see. You don't care to think. And if you get someone out of a litter that's smart, you look at them as defective and you want to kick them out. And it's not that smart litter is defective. That litter has probably like made it with the most intelligent ones out of your pack in the mountain, you know? And that litter is ready for change. But if the devil isn't ready for change, the devil will never let you experience that on any level. Because that's the only way that the devil has control, by making sure you don't change. All you gotta do is think. Back in slavery, they took change away. That's what kept us in slavery. Every time change was implemented, they reinforced no changing. And then you can fast forward 500 years to now. Another thing I'm about to say is going to hurt. You are the people, because there are two types, right? You are the people that are the slaves and that just can't shake the slave mentality off or out of your DNA. And the reason, this is the second thing, why you are the people that can't shake it from your being or your DNA is because you're the people that created it and kept it going for not just 500 years, that 3,600 years. Because when you thought you mastered black magic and you mastered those curses and you mastered just going through a whole world, forcing everyone into one ideology, and you knew when you came this way, your intent was to force that ideology at any means and any cost. It's because you knew your race, your clan, your thought process of people were dying. And you still never thought that the reason why you were dying was because of the lack of knowledge. Yet, it's in every fucking book. You never thought about the reason why you're dying is because of the lack of change. Yet, it's in every book. And you always want to call us dumb, us stupid, and we don't know nothing. You know? But see, I know Africa was involved in slavery. Asia was involved in slavery. You know? They don't talk about you guys that much, but they talk about the Caucasians involved in slavery. But you guys were there too. And that stigma will stay on you. Anyone under the Queen's English, you're under that like slave mentality. Kill or be killed. And you teach it to your children. And you feel like you got to step on top of somebody in order to get a leg up. Crabs in a barrel mentality. The nation, the one nation that was never like that was the people over in America. Okay? And you knew about it because over in Europe, you wanted to get rid of all your like bad people. Your molesters, your rapists, your robbers and your killers and all of that. Because you wanted to clean up Europe. And man, I read books where it's like the murderers were just writing letters back home saying how it's so wonderful over here. The people are so nice, and their version of slavery, it still has me in a room with warmth and 3 meals a day, and you have color and you have love. They treat me better than my own people. They treat me better than where I'm from. But you know what was wrong with you folk? And that's, I'm saying every color. What was wrong was the fact that you never wanted to adapt to our way of thinking, our growth, our maturity, and our way of living. If it wasn't ruthless, it didn't make sense to you. And I understood a long time ago. And it's said in every book, and you talk about it all the time, and you even tell this to your children, and you tell it to people at school. You know, you're not as intellectually forthright when you want to use brute force. But yet, you racists that band together with slavery, that's all you've ever done. Brute force. It's more covert now, and you're mad because I'm squashing like a lot of all your covert operations. Now I'm gonna fuck you up with a reality that you probably never saw coming. I knew this shit 20 years ago. I knew this shit 30 years ago. Just by observing people, reading literature, and asking questions. And maybe a lot of times my teachers didn't like the questions that I asked. They also didn't like how I always had to voice my opinion, and they would rather send me out than to keep me in the class. I was cool with it. Shit. I skipped every fucking day. Because I said, what's the point of me coming here and, You ain't teaching us nothing. You ain't changing shit. You ain't making it better for no fucking body. And the people you think you making it better for, you block that off by making you spend money for it. Then you still blocked off shit by making it seem exclusive, making it hidden. Because you only want certain people. And you try to pretend that it's all about race and class and culture and this and that. No. You want them already mind controlled, programmed, and cultured into being a puppet. So they could think that they're free and they're not. They can think that they are being upstanding citizens, and I mean, they know they're not, you know. Henceforth, it's like you're prosecuting a person, or you tried to prosecute a person, me, for doing what? Absolutely nothing. Then you would want to say, I'm so evil. I am from the devil. I am an abomination. I am all this fucking badass shit. But yet, you want everything I have. And on top of it, I didn't do anything cult-like, coven-like, abomination-like, devil-like. I ain't set nothing up. I ain't take nobody like down in a malicious way, you know. But I want the world to understand. I wrote about it a day ago, I think, that God said, hey, take this protection down because you're really protecting the people that are committing all of the heinous acts out here in the world. And I went from shocked to, all right. I knew there was going to be some form of backlash from it. And I could tell who was malicious or not, because it's like, one, you just can't help yourself. You're so fucking nosy. Or two, and you got these sadistic ways because you want to watch the shit, you know. Or the other, you're so fucking paranoid that you like, oh, gotta go, you know. And like I said, I see everything. Just because I don't say anything, that doesn't mean I don't see it. And I'm not required like to tell everything I know. So even all you people from the past that claim to know me, be friends with me, and you got all this fake ass information, it's already showing you was never around me. And it's already showing that you didn't know me. You was just narcs. You know what I'm saying? Because it was foreign to you to be better than, you know, how you came through the door. When people want to resist change, they got a lot of shit they hide. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. That's why everything's a fucking choice. I don't make your choices for you. I don't give a fuck what power God gave me. I know that's the ultimate wrong thing to do because it was already done and it was fucked up. So it's a no-brainer not to do that shit again. And when you catch on the patterns of bullshit, you understand there's no need to do that shit again. That's just like I learned something one time. Why the fuck am I going to go through it again? So what y'all did was different people come up against me, but doing the same shit. And then your stupid ass is like, how is it still working for her? You're using the same fucking playbook, just a different person. And then that shows how demented, depleted your mind is. It also shows that you're operating out of a lower level, a demonic level. It also shows, too, when you have no discipline, when you have to have people around you and you don't want to think for yourself, you feel better hiding in a group. You don't want to be singled out, and you have a ton of insecurities and you want to bundle those insecurities together because you feel like it gives you some form of strength and stability. It shows how weak you are. It also shows, too, that you do anything to get along. Do you know the people in those caves before they came out, even in the dark, it was a hole, they was fucking it. Didn't care if it was a pussy hole or asshole. Just fucking it. And I know it's an adjustment when you go from the dark to the light and you have to leave old practices behind and you have to adapt and learn new ones. All you people from the darkest end of the spectrum to the whitest end of the spectrum, because it ain't about race, it's about mentality. You come from the same place. You come from the same type of clan. You come from the same type of fucking background. That's why everything with you is relatable. Your behavior, your actions, your thought process, your, ideologies about shit. And because of that, it was easy for me to just say, oh, I read in, I think, 2016, 2017, that they were putting laws back on the books. Guillotine. They were putting laws back on the books to make it okay for bestiality. They were putting laws back on the books and putting fines towards it. Like, okay, if you fucking animals, just be fucking them in your house and, don't let other people see you doing it, because then if we see you doing it, we definitely gonna have to prosecute you for it. But we understand that it happens, And I'm going to tell you something. Another article around the same time said it takes 1,000 years for humans and animal DNA to merge. 1,000 years. People been fucking animals. Henceforth, animals turning more human. Henceforth, humans turning more animal. Unfortunately, but fortunately, it's what's called an identifier. What type of person you are. And you're going through all processes that's out there. You're trying to find all ways to keep your life going in this negative way, because it is something that you love. My thing is, if you love it, be proud of what the fuck you be doing. And I'm telling you, in the age of Aquarius, if you want to be fucking kids, fucking animals, if you want to be doing sacrifices, you want to be doing divination, you want to be lying on the motherfucker, you want to set motherfuckers up, you want to steal from them, you want to do any of this, all this asinine shit, stand on it. That's all God's saying. You know, it's not the fact that I can judge you because I am a judge and because God gave me that power. I give that to motherfucking God. Because you're going to get that shit regardless. I don't even need to add my 2 cents in. Because if I add my 2 cents in on judging you, why would I want to make a wrong judgment call? Let me explain what a wrong judgment call is. Main woman, main man. You spruing up a whole lot of shit. And you got a following. And you running your mouth. But I got one of your minions. And your minions is like, yo, I don't like you. I was told not to like you. I was told to be a certain way with you. And I was told to do X, Y, Z. And I also was told that you was dumb as a box of rocks and you won't understand none of the shit that I'm doing to you. But I see you understand this shit. Is it totally your minion's fault? Mm-mm. So guess what? Your minion will get a little bit more grace, a little more mercy. But not y'all two main motherfuckers. Because see, you thought of the shit, you planned the shit, you acted out the shit, you got people together to fuck with you with the shit, and you kept the shit going. Years. So when it's time to pay up, everybody's saying, ain't me, I ain't do it. This is where you're lying. Who trains groups of people to go after one person? Who organizes crazy campaigns to go after one person? Who teaches everybody how to get money off of insurance on one person? It's your behavior that's on everything. It's your ideals that's on everything. It's your it's like a production. You know, everything has like unique qualifiers, and all your qualifiers show. I can just run them all the way back to the beginning of history just by like understanding certain shit. And this how I really knew. And I hate keep calling y'all stupid and dumb and shit and assholes. But I knew because you would send different people, but they would do the same shit. They had the same script. But you thought I wouldn't know. Okay, that's that. Everything is a money grab, a land grab, a human grab. Like y'all, yeah, you know what? And on top of it, man, you wanted God to be down with your bullshit. You wanted God to be on your side with your fuck shit. And I know you had to think like, and you probably felt real good about yourself. You gotten away with this shit 500 years, 1,000 years. We ain't gonna get caught by this bitch. No. We have perfected this game. You ain't banking to your, you ain't bank on your ass turning into a motherfucking animal just fucking for life. Fucking, I mean, you're fucking for life and you're fucking for likes. You're fucking for attention. You're fucking just to say you got some power or control. But people can look at you and tell you have no power and no control. And it's said all the time when you're at the bottom, all you guys to go up to the top. There are different ways to get to the top. You know? I want you to understand something. Excuse me. You can say I'm at the bottom all you want. You can say I ain't shit all you want. You can say I ain't got shit all you want. That shit don't bother me. There's some shit coming out your mouth that you're trying to convince other people of. And the only way y'all were able to convince people of that shit, because I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm not around you. They don't see me. So it's easier to believe what the fuck y'all talking about. But let a motherfucker see me. Talk to me. And I'm in the same presence as y'all. It's a no-brainer. Always been a no-brainer. Even when you sent killers my way. Every killer didn't want to kill me. So when people want to intimidate you, I know. You know, it's a form of hurt, desperation, definitely a lack of love. But it's some abuse. And all of you folks felt comfortable being together because you were abused. But what you didn't understand is that you're letting your abuser still control you. And that's what... And you don't even look at it like I'm freeing you and I'm helping you. But I am. Because every time I'm asking for the veil to be lifted, or I'm asking for the firmament to just open up, or I'm asking for angels and ancestors, gods. I don't even give a fuck if you call some of these motherfuckers aliens. They still smarter than our asses on this planet. Then I asked them to come and talk to y'all, to assist you, to get you to understand that psychologically, people have fucked you up. And you thought psychologically that you would fuck me up. And I meant what I said when I told folks, go back to a time in your existence where nobody was fucking with your mind, fucking with your heart, fucking with your body. See how you felt. You're going to get a purity. You're going to get a peace. You're going to get a happiness that's going to come from within you when you go back to that time. And if you cannot remember a time like that, whomever you're around, leave. Leave. And I don't say all the shit like a lot of motherfuckers say, like the right way. And even that's what these people have beef with me about. Because they want me to tell you something like, call a motherfucking hotline. Why? When they listen to the calls. Like call the police. Why? When they in on it. Go to court. Talk to the judge. Why? When some of these folks set motherfuckers up, pay them. No. I'm telling you, I gotta just say it the way I'm gonna say it. If somebody wants you to fuck them, and you don't want to fuck them, but you decide to go ahead and do it because you're trying to keep your life or keep your money or keep your status, keep whatever the fuck. And the person is controlling you. Okay? There's a time these motherfuckers go to sleep. There's a time these motherfuckers go to work. There's a time that these motherfuckers leave your side. There's a time when these motherfuckers get high as goddamn gas. Drunker than a motherfucker. Out they motherfucking mind. Now, you got two ways you can be. You can be a dumb bitch and want to drug them, set them up, take pictures, give evidence to whoever your handler is. Or you can be a smart bitch. And when you see that motherfucker snoring, when you see that motherfucker slumped over, or when that motherfucker leave and go to work, or hell, that nigga in the damn shower. I don't care if you butt ass naked. I don't care if you take the time to get some clothes. I don't care if you think you need to leave with a suitcase and you got some people at the end of the road, because that's what they're going to tell you when you call the hotline. Nah. I'm on some free the slaves type shit. You know, when you don't want to fuck the white people, but you fucking them. And you want to run away. I don't think you be thinking about your clothes or your shoes or your handbag or your money or your shit. You just think about you. And shit, if you naked, it's fine. It's a whole lot of other naked motherfucking slaves out here. Then on top of it, if you are naked, people will see you. And you use your discernment to get a motherfucker to take you to the police station. And if you're still scared to press charges or whatever, Just like at the shelter, I think they do like $75 or something shit like that. You just ask for some money on the fucking bus, go somewhere else. I'm saying all that to say, it is time to break conditioning. Harmful, wrong, bad, asinine conditioning. It's like, why would you want your kids to see certain shit? Why would you want your kids to even be like certain shit? If you don't, you gotta do better. And a lot of these folks that I was cool with got mad at me because I decided to retreat and come to my own and raise my niece. What the fuck? A lot of these motherfuckers was mad at me because I can work a business, I can work a job, and I can teach you and show you and tell you in real time and keep making money hand over fist. But they mad because they can't do it. I said, it's not that you can't do it. It's the fact that when I ask you to pay attention, you don't. But you want to take it. When you see me bust my ass all day. What I'm showing you is how to bust your ass. I'm not showing you how to steal from me. I'm not showing you how to take from me. I'm not even showing you how to be me. I'm showing you how to bust your motherfucking ass. I'm showing you how to use your goddamn brain. And I'm showing you that if you decide to do that, there's no ceiling, you know? And I realize people get comfortable in situations because they don't want to do shit. And people get mad at me when I say, damn, what the fuck am I supposed to do with you if you want to keep going back to the nigga that beat your ass? Ain't shit I can do. Because that's what you want. When you don't want something, you change. When you don't want something, you get away from it. When you don't want something, you don't want it. You don't care for it to see you, be around it. You don't try and even understand it. If somebody else wants it, you let it go and you let them folk take it. And I try to tell them, I mean, we went through this right here. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't always physical. Because I've only been hit physically twice. Ever. In my entire life. You know? But I ain't stay. Man ain't stay. You know? But you got some people that will put up with anything. And it's because you're missing love and you think whatever these things that people are doing and saying and giving is love, and it's not. And these motherfuckers know it's not. You know? But I'm going to let you in on a story. I had to go to jail for my DWIs about 12 years ago. And when I went to jail, there were other women being busted for prostitution. Like they busted a prostitution ring. You know what I'm saying? And I would be at the tables in the middle and I would watch TV. And women would come and they want to talk to me. I ain't mind. I talk to them. One girl told me like clockwork, a man would whoop her ass. Every weekend, she'd come to jail. And then one time she said, he choked me out so bad, like I was foaming at the mouth. And then she showed me like she had battle scars. She lifted up her arm and she said, see, he burnt me with the cigarette. There's a lot of them. To her, she found love in that. Not to me. To another woman. She sat down with me another time. And she prostitutes and she has her regulars. And her regulars is in positions. One of those guys did the business with her and another girl. And he proceeded to kill them. Stabbing them, choking them, wrapping them up in like plastic and shit. Throwing them in the trunk. She said as he was doing it, she pretended to be dead. But the other girl was dead. And she said he drove to an area, threw the bodies over the hill. Once her body stopped rolling, she made sure she was breathing. Multiple stab wounds all over her body. And she walked up that hill, butt ass naked. Hitchhike. Car stops. Takes her to the police station. It was either like one of their own or one of their own friends that did that. She lived to tell about it. It did not stop her from being a prostitute. It gave her so much strength and encouragement. And she said, after going through that, no one would fuck with me. And no, I don't like favor prostitution. But I admired her bravery. Stories like that aren't told, though. She ain't getting no medal or no award for it either. And I think, shit, you should. You know what I'm saying? So, when there are people that are sadistic as fuck and they get mad because you escape something, yeah, they need to be out of here. And I came across a lot of that. And I made sure, even though I do know you or I don't know you, we used to be together, we not together. You heard about me, or you just joined the bandwagon because you just fucked up in the head. I made sure I said to everybody, I'm going to get all of you. Because if you are willing to do senseless bullshit to good ass motherfucking people, what you gonna do to your enemies? It's like y'all are the den of thieves, and all of you turning against each other. Thieves don't expect to get caught, but thieves are the main ones to be like, I thought you was my boy. I thought you was my homegirl. I ain't know you was gonna rat me out. No, that's not ratting. That's just some real factual shit. Like, let's just say if I was a thief, it's like, hold up. So you want me to take more time to cover your ass? I'm gonna do the math on that shit. Nah, yo. Nah. I want you to understand that the thinking process is backwards. The world was upside down because the people that were running the world and still are make sure to keep you in fear, and they highlight all the like gross and fucked up shit, but then they contradict themselves and tell you, but don't do what I'm doing. Don't act like this. And don't rat me out. I know I raped you yesterday, and I promise I ain't gonna rape you today. But if you decide to tell her, I'm gonna rape your ass. Do you hear this shit? Okay? And then it's other shit like it's no love. Everything's based off of fear. All they do is gaslight and manipulate the entire world. It's designed not to give you peace, joy, happiness. It's designed for struggle. Excuse me. And for just like a percentage to be on top. The world knows that that percentage doesn't make right or just decisions for the world. They just don't. What is it? What is it?
Make sure to throw for me.
No. She did over there.
Yeah, because she burped and I thought she, like her sound, like when she threw up, it sounded like she's burping too. So I got up quick. I thought she threw up on me. But no.
Oh, can you take 2 pieces of the chicken out in the freezer?
There is already 2. There's 2 in the sink, right?
No, I cooked those.
Oh.
Can you take 2 more out and put some water on them? So when I have to cover for like this dumbass shit on one person, why the fuck would I go trying to find y'all when it's a lot of you? No, like the Wizard of Oz. You hide behind your curtain in your door, I hide behind my curtain in my door. You run around and tell lies, I run around and tell the truth. You say you got proof, and then I say, prove it. You know. You get lookalikes to impersonate me and be me and everything, and I say, well, let's just do a DNA or a blood sample, you know. And even when you say you are me and you've never went through any of my experiences, and my experiences are documented, and of course the actual person is still here because God was like, why the fuck would you kill, have the desire to kill what just like what has survived all the shit from the devil, has survived all the shit from God, has survived all the shit from humans. Why? I had the same question like God. Why? You know why it didn't make sense? Because everyone wanted to claim that strength, that power, that control, the essence. Well, you ain't been through shit. None close. And just like God matches frequencies and vibrations, they match essence. Essence tell the story inside, you know? And then on top of it, when God always comes to my rescue, damn, yo, they know who fucking lying. They know who fucking backstabbing and betraying me. Ben had your number, your name, your address, all that shit. So it don't even fucking matter if I knew the shit or not. They know. Shit, go after their ass. Have fun with their ass. You know? But what I am really trying to point out is when you have collective minds that are dead set on fucking you up and fucking up the world and just, and you've done it so much. Do you know how horrible you are? I mean, because it's like all of you did it on purpose. Because you knew God was going to come and you knew God was going to save me. And you just wanted to, you wanted to even like get in front of that. How do you get in front of spirit? I mean, what were you going to do? Shoot me and then breathe it all in? Fuck. God, the atmosphere, the cosmos, spirit, the demons, the accounts, the events, you know, my name, my intentions. I could just keep going. All that shit keep directing back to me. And they can look at my accounts and then look at your accounts on that day and they're going to be like, yeah, we just getting all the liars. We just grouping them all together. We just getting them all together. We just, and we using you to do it. I don't mind because I don't want this type of behavior to ever happen to another person. I don't want this type of thought process to get in the hands of more people. I don't want my children to worry about people like you. I understood what you got going on ain't what's up. Family or not, that did not matter, because you are not considered family when you do things like this. It just kind of, it already like knock you out the family. It knock you off the good foot. Like whatever you what's the word? Like you thought you were, but God sees you for what you really are. And see, they can go through the family and say, oh shit, they from some good stock, and these is a couple of these is a few litters they probably should have, you know. And so if that's not done, because people say, oh, I love my kids and I want to keep my children, da 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 da. God says, don't worry about it, we're gonna get them. We'll clean them up. We'll get them out of here. And you, as family, don't feel that that's right. But you feel it's right to kill me, to set me up, to take from me, to get with old friends, to get... It's, and God's like, what the fuck? They all sitting back at that same goddamn table. And they're like, we got to get to the motherfucker controlling they goddamn mind. Good God. And so, even when God's saying that, the God said, shit, we got to use you. Because every, spirit we follow, soul we follow, it lead to you. I said, oh, shit, y'all can see that? And I'm like, damn, I would like to see that. But then I said, oh, if I see it, I don't want to go after them myself. Because, see, I understood that's how you guys found me. Hunted me down. Because that was going to change my frequency and my vibration. Nah, you're not worth it. Mm-mm. And I'm going to tell you, everybody, all of you folks are scared of death. It's because of all the death shit that you did. And I thought it was quite the opposite. Like, when you obsess over death and you think death and you do death to motherfuckers on a regular goddamn basis, I didn't think you would be scared of it. Cause that shit be sounding like some shit y'all motherfuckers like. So I have experienced death on several occasions, and I'm not afraid of it. I admire it. I respect it. I understand it. And I was thinking along the lines that, well, since y'all motherfuckers is so gun-ho on that shit, that y'all done did your little education and research, and maybe you done tried to shit on yourself. And that's why you just, I don't know, wanted to add me to the shit. You know. But see, nobody was using me to really fix yourself. Y'all motherfuckers using me so you can keep doing your dumb ass shit. What? am. And even if I had something and I cured it in myself, I cured you. You didn't even care to keep that shit up either. It's like, it's a record breaking whole heap of shit of laziness. On another level, it's kind of like, shit, y'all folks even went as far as like, I don't even like to clean. There, and then y'all say, I don't like to clean, and so she do. Give me her cleaning abilities. I was like, God damn, what the fuck is this shit? And the idea was on some Build-A-Bear type shit, you know? And then I would hear like how y'all want to just break it down and divide the shit out. So I said, well, damn, what? Is one going to get my brain? One's going to get my heart? One going to get my lungs? What the fuck? You know? I went through a small bit of sadness because I was like, these folks have kids. How? How? These folks adopt kids. How? These folks are mentally challenged. How have they not been caught or evaluated? How? What is it that they went through that will keep them on this rampage every day and dedicated? And I didn't understand if you could watch me on the screen or look me dead in my motherfucking face and want all kinds of fuck shit to happen to me. And it never crossed your mind that that fuck shit could happen to you or your children. That thought alone keeps me from not ever thinking in a fucked up way. It didn't matter if I knew that God would honor all my thoughts or what I speak out my mouth. It was more on the lines of, shit, what the fuck I look like wishing some shit like that? And I know it's a duality world. The death I put out, the death I'm going to get back. 60 seconds in a minute. 60 minutes in an hour. And you keep meditating on that. And you don't understand why you're on your deathbed, no matter if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. Even though it's sad, it's like an unnecessary evil that doesn't have a place. It isn't valuable, and it isn't what is needed. And the last thing I'm going to say before I go It's 800,000. What is it, Jacia?
Where's the cameras?
Where's the what?
The light bulb cameras. Thanks.
Why?
I only put them up.
They in the living room, but no. Because I got to look at the stuff.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, we could do it tomorrow. There are 800,000 children that go missing every single year. The same number every single year. And that's just in America. Do 800,000 times my 45 years. Let's just say it's 800,000 kids that go missing in every country every year. That's what God pointed out to me. He said, we are getting so many souls and spirits that still had time left to live, and it was cut short by the same people. And we're not supporting it. We're not supporting them. But I understood, man, that whether they were an actual child or a grown adult that just been missing and that was like taken out of here, they deserve another chance at life. Why not resurrect the dead and give them a real shot at life? And why not take the fucked up ass, stupid ass, dumb ass fucking people and put them in their graves? Swap, since y'all want to do a destiny swap. You get it? The lives you killed deserve to live. The killers of those lives do not. You know? Just like you guys conjure up demonic spirits, I conjure up angel spirits, ancestors, and gods. Because I have to create balance, restore balance. That means I understood the devil been running this shit. It won't God. Because when God came online, he already had a hit list. And it's like all y'all motherfuckers on God's hit list. So imagine when other chosen get Christ conscious and God got another hit list. balances out. You pay with time, you pay with money, or you pay with death. Everything has a meaning, and everything has a solution. So I don't care how you're feeling. I don't care who you are to me. I don't care what you'll be missing out on or losing out on. I don't care about the things that you care about. Because, see, I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I could have been one of the ones killed. But I'm also supposed to be one of the ones where you are in your high position or famous or making all this money or being a leader. I understand both sides. But I also understand I ain't going against God for none of y'all. You ain't worth it. Ain't shit about you worth it. That's something you gotta prove. If that ain't something you willing to do and you down to do, shit. The fuck I look like getting up and changing my mind and going through hoops and, and, and no, I ain't doing none of that shit. You wouldn't did that shit for me. Y'all motherfuckers would have just been waiting like you waiting now. Making sure a bitch croak the fuck over. Me and God said we ain't giving y'all that satisfaction. You get it? Who told you you were worthy? Get it? Who made you in charge of other people's lives? No one. No one. You do not get to decide if a person lives or dies. And you don't get to beg and plead for your life and think you're going to get reciprocity and think you're going to get whatever you was gunning for. Because ain't nothing about your life. Everything about you is dead. And you get what you are. Get it? So, whatever you think, however you feel, whatever walk of life you decide to go down, whatever that path is, that is what you are. You're fulfilling that destiny. And what I realized about a lot of y'all motherfuckers is that you did do divination on yourselves. And you knew what you were. And instead of actually changing what you are in the inside, you just relished in being a fuck. And you said, I'm going to kill the people that I would like to be. Don't this sound like some cartoon type shit? Don't that sound like some asinine type shit? That's like you raising a child and you saying, hey, if you believe in yourself, believe that you can be somebody else. So, what you have done is not what God sent you here to do. And God determines if you live or die, if you do time or get taken out of here. You know, if you are outed for your shit, you know. But I'm telling you, he ain't down with God ain't down with making a book about your little crazy ass and giving you a documentary and shit like that, you know. Now these no. So you ain't even gonna get that. But when you walk around and you say shit like, I'm waiting on the ball to drop, ain't shit happened to me yet, I'm gonna keep on doing shit. I'm gonna let people in on a secret. And this is something that a lot of folks already know. But this is something that a lot of folks don't know. When you're marked for death, you don't understand how the entity that's in you, it takes over. It actually makes you expose yourself. It gets you to brag about all your killings, all your wrongdoings, all your hurt. I meant loud. For people to hear you, see you. It gets you to drink and do all the drugs in the motherfucking world. And as you're doing that, if you are on a killing spree, meaning you want to kill others, and that spirit of just annihilation is what gets you off. That death devil don't allow you to get no pleasure from none of that shit. It don't even allow you to kill another motherfucker or fuck to kill another motherfucker. It'll just get you sometimes close and then let a motherfucker get you. But you wake up on the bullshit. And all the bullshit evil as fuck. You can't keep your thoughts straight. You can't keep your mannerisms straight. It's like, I need to take somebody out before they take me out. And that's all that run through your mind. Death has a signature, and when it's near, when you're on the wrong side of the tracks, that's the shit you do. Brag and boast about a whole lot of shit. And you could do it and say it so many times that you don't even realize you manifesting your death into reality. But that entity, it does. And it lets you keep doing it. And you might want that devil off of you. But you never took the time to realize that God put it on you. This is why you don't speak evil on other folk. You don't do evil to other folk. And if you happen to hear some evil shit, don't be bragging about that shit like that's you. Nah. The motherfucker that you heard that shit from, that's them. And then once they hear you bragging about the shit that they got going on, they take you out of here. But the more devils or demons or Satans or Lucifers or whatever you got on you, the more of them, it don't allow you to think, it don't allow you to see your way out, and it doesn't allow you to hear God. Because your vibration, the frequency is too low. It's like you're in the depths of the dark sea and you can't see the sun. There's no light. You have to come up out of the darkness in order to see the light. But like I said, there are limits to everything that you do. And when you don't know what those limits are, you don't keep pushing the limits. But all of y'all was on some shit y'all want to find out. That's why you get in the business. You know? So, I'm a messenger of sorts. And you think because I come from God's or all that shit, that I should just wipe your deck clean or take on all your burdens and shit. No. I say no. But the real no came from God. That's what I want y'all to understand. So when y'all motherfuckers was trying to just fight my ass, whoop my ass spiritually, and then talk all this shit, and then you think that you was going to use the shit I say against me, God already came and saved me and said, I'm going to get these motherfuckers. And no, you ain't helping them with shit. No, you ain't going to keep talking to them either. And matter of fact, don't go back to none of them. Your past, your fault from your past? Hell no. Erase that shit, go on about your business, homegirl. Cause we got to get this shit up out of here. And we ain't gonna let this shit touch you because guess what? You won't doing none of the shit these motherfuckers were saying you was doing. Ain't no need of us including them with you or you with them. Y'all ain't the same. Don't. Ain't nothing the same about you. You know what I did? I listened. And I was appreciative, grateful, and thankful. And I told God I won't back down. I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to constantly put forth the effort day in and day out to get you what you want because you're going after the same thing. People prefer peace and joy and happiness, and I know that sounds like a little honky-dory world, but I believe in if all the debauchery is outside, that's where that shit should stay. It shouldn't come back inside your house. And if all your people is debauchery like, put some limits up. Be like, nah, I do that shit at this house over here. I don't do that shit at this house. And if they don't respect it, then it's like, all right, you ain't even coming back to my debauchery house. Because you ain't listen over there. And then you thought you was going to bring that shit over here. And since you ain't listening over here, what the fuck I look like? Then you go back over there. When y'all don't learn your lesson, privileges get taken. Simple as that. That's why I make sure I learn my lesson. I'm no different than anybody else. I make sure I learn my lessons. And then if I get a nudge from the inside of my body saying, leave these people alone, or they're not doing you no good, or they doing this behind your back, or you think that they're your friends, or whatever. I don't have to put a plan in place to figure out if you really down for me or not. I just stop talking to you, calling you, hanging out with you, helping you. I just stop. That's what a lot of people got to do. Stop helping people that you know ain't helping you, doing bad things to you, saying bad things about you, making your life a living fucking hell for no apparent reason when that hell is supposed to be theirs. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to go. I really hope everyone understands, like, how shit is going. Because if it ain't going God's way, God can leave you the fuck up out of here. And if you don't want to get the fuck up out of here by his hand and her hand, you should start to change up the shit you're doing. You know? All right, folks. Have a wonderful night, Saturday night. And I will talk to you tomorrow.